Can you see in there? Well, I wonder if you could hear me yet too. But that there over here, that's the Air and Space Museum. I hope you could hear me. Can you hear me? Somebody's there. Can you hear me? That's the Air and Space Museum. See that? And over this side is the Capitol building. You see through the trees. But the Air and Space. I hear you great. So that's the Air and Space Museum. Now there's a new monument going up right across the street from the Air and Space Museum. And they're just finishing it up. I thought it was going to be open today. See that big tower there? But right there is the Eisenhower Memorial. How many of you remember Eisenhower? I'm sure few of you do. Well, I do. I grew up in the 50s. And Eisenhower, and actually, I think Eisenhower and me were the only two people in America who played golf back then. My father was a golfer, and so I played golf with him, and the only celebrity kind of thing that played golf was Eisenhower. And that was so that's what I know Eisenhower. I was too young. I was born in '43, so I don't know. I guess I like a year or two before the baby boomers. But actually, I was the person who kept my dad out of the war, because he had one child, and then, you know, they went down through the list. If you had a child, you'd have to go. You had one child, then, you know, as they need more and more people, and actually then he had me, and then he got papers to go to war. He was all set, and the war was over. so he lucked out again. And that was, but he was a jock kind of guy. I guess he would, well, I mean, we didn't think about that kind of stuff. We just did. We think so much now about everything, right? That's why we find something wrong with everything. Anybody can do it. You look at any of us long enough and you'll see a lot of bad parts. We're all built with bad parts. But what I want to talk about is all the new jobs coming out. But more importantly, I just ran a list of new grants for today. Listen to these new grants. Yeah, these are brand new ones, just starting today. This is in Los Angeles, $5 million grants available for child care providers. That's right. So if you're taking care of kids, you know, child care providers. This is grants for child care providers, $5 million in Los Angeles. And that's a LA list. So if you live out in there, that's a good thing to keep up with. L-A-I-S-T. And they keep up on, they do some pretty good investigative reporting. Pennsylvania has up to $1 billion for eviction relief funds. So this is actually in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. Actually 800 from $1 billion. So I guess the whole state has $1 billion. Bucks County is going to have $80 million. So that's why you got to start digging. So even if I say it's in Pennsylvania, you have to look where you want too. See, what I'm trying to do is tell you what's going on as an overview, and then maybe not be happening where you are, but you have to check it out. Lafayette, I think that, where is that, Indiana? They voted a panhandling law, anti-panhandling. So they voted a law in Lafayette to be anti-panhandling, but they voted $400,000 for rent relief. So I guess we're going to give you money so you don't have to panhandle. They passed two laws for the price of one. That's sort of interesting. The city of Union, not sure where that is, River City News, they have a small business grants, okay? Union City, small business grant. So you could be living in, you know, Bumble, wherever, and they probably have business grants too, but you got to dig them out. Okay, here, following eviction moratorium, HUD use of grants to prevent addiction. So I'm not sure what that is. So HUD took effect September 1st. So HUD apparently has other money to help prevent evictions. Okay, how would you find that out? You go to your local HUD counselor to see if that stuff is in your area. How do you find your HUD counselor? You go to hud.gov and just put in counselor, and you'll see a big map of the whole United States. Okay, what else we have here? Okay, here's a charitable foundation, TD, TD, what's TD? They're the brokerage people, right? The bankers, okay? They have funds, okay? They're giving out their foundation. They have a TD Charitable Foundation, so write that down. TD Charitable Foundation. They provide $4.9 million to address the rental burden crisis. Okay, it's for families and individuals. So this sounds probably like it's a national thing. Okay, here, what about landlords? Okay, the CARES Act tried to address the problem for landlords because they're the ones that are going to be, on the bottom of all this. Nobody's paying their rent, their mortgage. So in Pasadena, they're providing funds. They have grant funds actually Pasadena now has grant funds for reimbursement for day-to-day expenses for small businesses. How do you like that? Little small businesses. So if you're a little, small business in Pasadena, they have grants. So you got a little home-based business or something. That's what they call micro enterprises. A micro enterprise is usually one person, half a person business or whatever. And they do it. So what you have to do, so you look around for your county, your city, local nonprofits for stuff like this too. Bucks County, you know Bucks County? Okay, they have grants for landlords. Exactly, this is another one for landlords to get money. Nonprofits and passive businesses such as landlords. Okay, graduate employees of the University of Michigan. Oh, that's they're just pitching about something. So that's a sampling of the kind of new grants that came out today. Now I want to talk about some other things too. And the new jobs that are out there. Okay. Here, remember, TikTok? Okay, they're coming to the United States. They're going to hire 20,000 people. This is one little app. 20,000 people. I don't know if they're all going to be dancers or what the hell they're going to do. But they're out in LA, so you're out there, it's 20,000 jobs, at their headquarters. Maybe their headquarters will grow somewhere else. So keep an eye on that. I mean, that's why you have to see where is the river flowing. You just can't, step out in the air and see what's in front of your nose. No, you have to figure out where is the river going, where the train is going. Okay, Amazon, they're going to hire 100,000 people right away, and they usually hire another 100,000 because of what's coming up, Christmas. Okay, so that's what you have to do. Is be aware of Amazon. Now that's all over the country. Now you could go to they have a website for hiring. I think I did it. It's a cool website too. Oh, I think I did right. But if you put, job, Amazon, they also have a neat jobs that are in the growth industry. Here's the growth industry. If you belong to LinkedIn, they come out with a good report because they keep track of careers and stuff like that. Amazon is hiring shoppers. They want people to shop for their customers. So, hey, you like shopping? You get a job at Amazon. Actually, there's a lot of places do that. Or here's the other kind of jobs that are growing. Life coach. Or a virtual assistant, a personal shopper. Nobody wants to go to store, so they're hiring people to do that for it. E-commerce clerks. How do you like that? E-commerce clerks. These are all the home jobs. So these are growing. Occupancy planner. What the hell's an occupancy planner? Okay, everybody's going to move back in the office, and they have to make sure everybody's 6 feet away from each other, right? So that's an occupancy planner. Virtual assistants. So these are the kind of jobs that LinkedIn, see, that's real time. People go on LinkedIn and it's all professional oriented, looking for jobs, promoting their resume, all this kind of stuff. So these are the trends. See, there's always new things coming. Sure, you're not going to be a telephone operator anymore, but now you're going to be an online tutor. Yeah. Actually, I even see courses at junior community colleges now to teach you how to be a tutor on the internet, to teach you how to actually be a teacher on the internet, a virtual teacher to teach people stuff. And you take a course for 6 months or whatever. Now you're a virtual teacher. That's a booming industry, right? So that's why you want to go where the wave. And not when it's already reached the beach and coming out. And so that's why you want to look at the stuff that's going on now. And that's why I try to Let's Go Help. It show people, and you're stuck, but all this stuff is out there. It takes work. Where are you going to go for a job? Where you want to go is your local career one-stop. They will know about all these things. If they don't, then go to 211 and look for jobs. Because a category, so job training, jobs, anything to do, all the nonprofit organizations. Don't go on Google, because you're going to find people that are going to want to get money from you for you to get a job. Go to your career one-stop, and if you do, go careeronestop.org, and you can put in your zip code and find the local office, contact them. They also have not only know about what Amazon jobs are in your area, but they also know how to get money for you to train to get even better jobs than you have. And the same way with 211 in your area. Just put job training in 211 and see what's in your area, and call them. Even if it's not, exactly what you want, they're the people in the business that are helping people. And if they can't help you, they know somebody else that can help you. And that's what's the most important thing to do, is not just sit there and say, oh, I bet that's not for me. You don't know. I don't know. They don't even know. So you call and see, they know better than you and I about what's out there, because that's their business every day. Your business is just getting a job or getting paid or whatever it is. Their business is helping people like you to make that happen. So if they can't do it, they're more likely to know other people that fit your requirements. If they do, that's why they're the most important people you have to know about. Are the people who can't help you, but you thought could. And that's why you talk to those people. That's why now, to me, the phone is becoming so important, and using Google advanced search is so important now, because you want the new stuff, and you want to talk to people. That's the way you get success nowadays. You can't just think that things are going to fly in the window with paychecks on them. No. So I got to go back home. I'm way out of my district. I'm 3 zip codes away from home. So I got to get back there and keep answering questions from Let's Go Help. I got a whole bunch of questions I got to do, and I want to do them this afternoon. I'll work on that the rest of the day, and try to help people, give you websites to contact for your problem, the best possible. What I do at Let's Go Help is show you the best possible websites that can solve your problem. I can't guarantee that. Nobody can, but I can guarantee these are real things that are available to help people. They're there to help people. Everybody I give you, every website or source, will never charge you. Maybe I'll screw up and something will slip in. I do make a lot of mistakes. So the older I get, and now what I've got, my kids call me Pops. And now I have a grandkid, and they're calling me Popcorn, because I'm so corny. And now when I see all the mistakes I don't call it a faux pas, I call it a faux pops. I just made another faux pops. Okay, see you tomorrow.